As promised, here are the Transcontinental Railroad stamps. This is what I showed you yesterday, and I'm very happy to say that here they are. As you can see, these are embossed with gold, and so they are going to be a very special stamp. I think it's going to be highly desirable, not just for people that are into trains, but for people who like a little bling on their stamps. So once again, it's a series of 3 stamps. There are 6 sets to the sheet, so that's 18 stamps per set. It retails for $9.90. And so let me show them up to you up close. So here it is without the glare. It's a rather muted color palette, I would say. And I'm probably going to match these with either red stamps or blue stamps. In that same pastel type of blue or red. They are the 2 larger stamps are big, so let me show that to you. There went my ruler. So let me show them to you with the gold. You can see the gold there. Okay, so let me get the ruler again, and I will show you how big these are. As you can see, let's see if I can get, they are almost 1 3/4 inch long. Okay, as you can see there. And they are a little over 1 inch and maybe 1/8 in height. And then this is about 3/4. This is the smaller stamp. Oops, actually it's a little bit more than that. This looks, yeah, a little over 3/4. And then it's going to be the same height. So about a little over 1 inch and 1/8. So like I said, they are relatively large stamps for the longer ones. So there we are, and I definitely think it was worth the wait. I got up at 7:30 this morning to be at the post office at 8 o'clock, and they haven't even entered these into the system yet, which shows that, you know, if you're nice to the people behind the counter, they'll be nice to you as well. I asked them if I could wait while they entered it into the computer, and they very kindly obliged. So the question then becomes, what do you match these with if you're going to try to use international? So if you use 2 of the long stamps, you're going to run out of space. If you use the long stamp and the short stamp, you could use a variety of different stamps. You can go with the blue color palette if you want. This is the Women's Club stamps. This is the Swedish Pioneer stamps. This is the Gettysburg stamp. This is the International Cooperation stamp. There we go. And finally, this is the UN Peace Conference stamp. So any of these blues, I think, would work well with this blue background, blue sky background of the stamp. If you wanted to go with the main body color of the train itself, you could use a variety of red stamps. This is the New York City Jubilee stamp. This is the 1948 stamp. This is the Carolina Charter stamp. I showed this to you yesterday. This is the Battle of New Orleans stamp. And then finally we have one of these airmail stamps. So let me show these to you up close. I'll just pick one of each so that you can see. You can see that these would go nicely with the red there, or the red there. Okay, I would probably use a red stamp with this particular train, and then use a blue stamp with this particular train, and pick up on the background color. But you can see that either of these would work. If I had to have a criticism of this particular stamp set, it would be that it's issued in odd numbers. If you want to send 2 of these stamps, especially for international mail, you can send 2 of these, or you can send 2 of these, which would leave you out 1 of these. So that's the, and that's just a minor criticism. What you could do is use 2 of them for international postage, and then the leftover one used for domestic postage. But there are any number of combinations and permutations that you can use. So I definitely think it was worth the wait. I'm very happy about them. I think it's going to be a very popular stamp, and I hope that you will consider adding this to your collection. I'm going to take the rest of the weekend off, so I will see you on Monday with some more stamps. Thank you for following along. Have a great weekend, and thanks for looking at stamps.